Finances and Pension Funds with Kathy Pfeffer-Hahn. Finances and, in conjunction with my company, Capital Coaching, helps people achieve their financial goals through personal, tailored, and attentive financial coaching services. Together, we will create a successful financial plan by examining your spending and saving habits, then guiding and educating you to your own personal success. You can also purchase my workbook, Finances and Your Spending Planner Workbook, to help you on your journey at lulu.com or click the link in my show notes. Coaching services include evaluation of your spending plan, building your savings, financing your retirement, examining insurance needs, and planning for your individual goals. Please contact me at capitalcoaching.net to make an appointment for a free consultation. A defined benefit pension is a retirement plan where the benefits provided to employees are predetermined based on factors such as salary history, length of service, and age at retirement. The distinguishing feature of a defined benefit pension is that the employer bears the investment risk and ensures a specific benefit amount, typically a monthly payment, for the employee throughout their retirement years. This provides employees with the advantage of a secure and predictable income stream during their retirement, as the employer is responsible for funding and managing the pension fund to meet the future benefit obligations. Pension funds are a great benefit if you can get it. These plans, including the largest pension plan, Social Security, is when you pay a specific amount every paycheck and it's managed for you, growing the money so that once you retire, you'll get a set monthly payment for the rest of your life. But many of us have our own savings vehicles, and that just means the type of savings plan that may include IRAs, 401ks, 403b accounts. These are called defined contribution plans, or DC plans. This means that employees contribute a fixed amount or a percentage of their paychecks into an account that's intended to fund their retirement. In addition, the sponsor company can match a portion of employee contributions as an added benefit. And here's the key difference between the two plans. A defined benefit plan, a DB plan, guarantees a specific retirement benefit determined by the employer, while a defined contribution plan allows employees to accumulate retirement savings based on their contributions and investment returns without a predetermined benefit amount. Even if you have a defined benefit plan, you may contribute to a 401k or 403b plan. These plans grow based on what you've chosen to invest in. Of course, as the market goes up or down, so will your investment money. Then in retirement, you can choose how much you will withdraw, but you'll need to make minimum withdrawals based on your account balance. The money still in your account continues to grow until you have withdrawn all of your funds. Compare this defined contribution plan to a defined benefit plan. Here, you also contribute to your company's plan, but you don't decide how it's invested. The board manages this for you. Then upon retirement, you receive a set monthly amount for your lifetime. This amount you receive is generally based on the number of years worked and the highest salary earned, along with some type of multiplier that the plan has adopted. Pension funds invest in a prudent way to guarantee that the fund, actually it's a trust, is available indefinitely. They do this by diversifying the portfolio, the things that they invest in, to have high and low risk investments with value and growth holdings. And since the employer is responsible for the fund, making investment decisions and managing it, they assume all the risk, paying out the money invested. Much like a 401k plan, the money invested by the employer and employee are tax deferred, meaning that once the money is paid to employers monthly, it is taxed at their new tax bracket. This can be a very large savings, as many will be in a lower tax bracket than when they were working. The money can often be distributed to the retiree as monthly payments, or as a lump sum payment, or a combination depending on your plan. This is a personal decision and is best made with a fiduciary financial planner who will help you choose what's best for you, your family, and your future goals. A few possible options that are often available are a single life payout, where only the pensionee receives a monthly payment for the rest of their life. A second life payout, where you or your spouse would receive a monthly payment, the second to die, for the rest of the longer living spouse. This is often a smaller payment, but it will be paid until the second person passes. A lump sum. This can be one large lump sum or a lump sum with smaller monthly payments. Lump sum payments may dramatically affect your taxes owed in that year, so consult with a planner before you choose that option. These pension plans are a draw to employees because they can set it and forget it. There's no choice to be made in investing, and there's almost no investment risk to the employee. The employer takes on the changing market performance hits, but the employee can choose to invest in additional plans like Roth 401ks, 403bs, or Roth IRAs to draw against without paying taxes on withdrawals and balance how much money they're getting each year and what's being taxed. How much could you make with a pension or a DB account? A pension may offer, as an example, to pay you 1% times the number of years worked times the average of your last 5 years' salary. Investopedia uses 1% times 35 years times 50,000. 35 times 50,000 comes to 1,750,000, and multiply that by 1% to get 17,500 a year. Or you can divide it by 12 for the monthly payments, and in this example, they would receive about $1,458 a month. Pensions are most frequently found in the public sector, government workers, and have growing pension funds. The nation's largest pension is in California, called the California Public Employees Retirement System, and they offer a 2% multiplier. So in the previous example, their members make $35,000 a year or $2,916 a month. Another perk is that pensions often have a cost of living escalator included, meaning if inflation goes up, the payments do as well. This is to ensure that what an employee is making keeps up with the rising rates to buy things. If you make $1,000 a month and interest raises 2%, without the escalator, it's like you're making $20 less the next year per month. With the escalator, you'll make $1,020 a month and be making the same as the previous year. Sadly, these plans are not as common as they used to be, and they generally require a fairly long time in that job. So if you don't stay long at one place, it may not be the best retirement plan for you. But most of us do get what looks like a pension, and that's our Social Security benefit. Although not a true pension, it's paid into by employers and employees. You see this on your pay stub labeled FICA, Federal Insurance Contribution Act. It does pay out monthly based on salary earned while working. Some of the amount you pay, which is 6.2%, goes towards your Social Security tax, while 1.45% goes to Medicare. Your employer matches these amounts for a total of 15.3% of your gross or pre-tax wages. Social Security then uses this money to fund Social Security and Medicare. They provide benefits to retirees, the disabled, and children. The great news is that you can receive both a pension payment and your Social Security benefit for life. However, you will be taxed on your Social Security benefit if, together, your income is over $25,000 a year, or about $2,083 a month. If pension plans are so great, why don't more people have them? Because we rarely stay at a job for 25 to 30 years anymore, and not being able to collect the pension hurts employees. In fact, having a pension locked people into jobs even if they weren't happy. Up until the 80s, defined benefit plans were the most popular retirement plan. Now, only about 15% of private sector employees have them. Public employees, like teachers, fire, and police, are often the ones who have these plans. When private companies stopped providing employees this benefit, they basically moved employees into defined contribution plans, when for years, employees did not have to worry about how much they'd get or the details of how to invest. For those who still have a pension plan, count yourself lucky and enjoy your predictable monthly payments for life. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a book that I loved about the demise of the corporate pension plan called Retirement Heist: How Companies Plunder and Profit from the Nest Eggs of American Workers by Ellen E. Schultz. I found it a fascinating read. This is Kathy Pfeffer-Hahn. Thanks for listening to Finances and Pension Funds. I know you chose to listen and am grateful. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow or subscribe for free in your podcast provider and share your favorite episodes with friends. I'd love you to leave a review because it brings financial education to others and helps people find me more easily. Also, let me know what questions you'd like answered or topics you'd like covered by going to the website at financesand.net and leaving a message. You can also contact Capital Coaching for your personal financial needs at capitalcoaching.net. Remember, I went to school, so you don't have to. Finances and does not provide tax or legal advice, and nothing in this podcast is to be construed as such. Always consult a tax, accounting, or legal professional for advice on your specific situation.